Welcome to this edition of Marriage Motivation. Our love verse today is coming from Matthew chapter 5 verse 13, and it says, "You are the salt of the earth, but if the salt has lost its flavor, how shall it be seasoned?" We discussed yesterday about the restaurant and going and expecting to receive a great meal and it not being flavored or seasoned like you want it to be. And we discussed how this relates to being passionate, having passion, or having lost our passion in our marriage. And today I want to take you back to the restaurant. If you have any kids in the room, please excuse them. We might get a little deep today, but okay? All right. So let's go back to the restaurant and let's prepare to go, and you're excited about going, and then you don't get what you like. You don't get the food that you really desire to have. In fact, you like seafood, and you always have to go to a steak restaurant. And so let's say this week we go out, next week we go out, and every week you keep going back to the same restaurant but not getting the particular food or the flavor of the food that you desire. What's going to happen? How do you feel about that? Eventually, you don't want to go back to that restaurant, right? Well, that's how a lot of women feel about sexual intimacy, about being passionate about making love. They feel like they're not getting anything out of it, so you know what? Why are we doing this anyway? I'm not being satisfied. You see, statistics show that almost 65% of women are not sexually satisfied in their relationship. And that comes from the fact that 75% of women have more than vaginal stimulation to bring them to orgasm. They need more than just a man's penis bringing them to orgasm. Wow, that's a lot of women that are not being satisfied. So what's the problem? Well, it's biology. I know most men be like, hey, that's not my problem. She just takes too long. No, that is your problem. It's because God has designed us a certain way. Men, it takes us at least 2 to 5 minutes. I know you think it's longer for you, but most men, 2 to 5 minutes to reach an orgasm. But for women, it's almost 18 to 20 minutes to reach orgasm. Why on earth did God make us that way? To frustrate us? To make us crazy? No. He did it to teach us self-discipline, self-sacrifice. You see, every man wants to be able to please his woman, to please her sexually and satisfy her and passionately. But it takes self-discipline. You have to deny yourself in order to do that. So brothers, I'm giving you some hints for making your wife more passionate. If she's satisfied about the intimacy, then she'll be more passionate about doing it. So make sure you take your time to please her, to satisfy her. Here's a thought. She comes first. All right? That's number one. For the ladies today, this is something very simple you can do. But a lot of women do not do it. All right? Ladies, your husband needs to see you, to keep him passionate, to keep him on fire for you. He needs to see you outside of the kitchen, in the bedroom, wherever, but he wants to see you naked. He wants to see you in something sexy. He needs that because he's visual. Ladies, you're verbal. You want to hear him talk about how much he loves you and then do what he says. But a man needs to see you. And I know, ladies, you don't want him to see your stretch mark, you gained weight, and I'm too big over here. No, he doesn't care because that's one of his God qualities. His love for you makes him overlook your faults. He doesn't see that when he's in love with you and he's passionate about you. So ladies, let him see you. Put on some candlelight. Let him behold your beauty. And that keeps him passionate for you and not trying to go somewhere else to get what he needs to receive only from you. All right? So I know that you can have a passionate marriage. You are the salt of the earth. And people are supposed to look at your marriage and want a marriage like you have. So you need to do what you have to do to keep your marriage passionate. You don't have to go outside to get any videos, to get something from somebody else, men. No, your marriage, what you have within you, can keep your marriage on fire, passionate, and spicy. I believe that for you. I want it for you, and I want you to be able to teach other couples about this also. So please share these videos with other couples that you know. Even if you think everything is great in their relationship, sometimes it's not as good as it seems on the outside. So to share this with other couples, we pray for peace in your home. We pray for passion in your marriage. And we pray for prosperity in your life. God bless you.